Well, Tyler's been digging on his hole, and I'm pretty sure he's probably he's about deep enough. Looks like it's got to be 7 feet deep. Holy mackerel!
I'm looking for my turds to go all the way to the bottom. I ain't doing this again. That's why I wanted to make sure there's plenty.
That is a deep hole.
He's doing gold mining while he's in there.
Wow. I believe that's about the deepest hand dug hole I believe I've seen.
Is it?
I mean, that's got to be.
I will say it's the deepest hole I've ever dug in my life.
That's got to be. That's got to be over 7 feet.
Let's take that.
Wow.
Whew. About 80 inches.
Yeah.
Can't tell me one of them rocks out of the bottom of that.
Oh, yeah, here. Feel that.
Wow.
Got to be a 35, 40 degree rock, isn't it?
It's cold. Yeah.
It's cold down in this hole. I'm sweating, but I mean, it's freezing down here.
Yeah, that's some cold ground. Well, I think he's going to call the hole done.
It's there. It's ready.
6 foot step ladder in there.
Yeah, not even a folded out 6 foot.
Yeah. So. Let's see about putting that tank in there now.
A little bit. Shitty part is I like to rotate it a little bit.
Well, the tank is in the hole. We might be able to, 2 of us, get a hold of that and lift it up enough to rotate it. Well, looks like he's about got it ready to set the pooper on. Got the railroad ties in. You got 2 ties deep on the back where they go all the way down and set on the tank. Has the vent in. Goes through the top of the tank right there. Got the front tie in there all leveled up. Gravel base down there. He's got to raise those metal flanges up right there where those come all the way up to the floor of the outhouse. And looks like as soon as the ground out there dries up, we can get a trailer in here. We'll be ready to load that up on a trailer and then back it over here and then unload it right over the top of the pooper. So that'll be probably another week or so for it's dried up enough, I bet, to move it. But anyway, that's the progress so far.
If I go from outside, if I
All
reach.
right, so we're working on Tyler's pooper today. Had the flange on top of the tank, and it needed to be a little bit higher, so we just cut some metal out just now. Added a little riser on it there, about 14 inches more.
From the inside.
Don't drop your drill in there.
Oh man, we already dropped a few screws.
Rolling those down. Want us to lower you down in there to get the screws?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's helping or not, but
that'd be a pretty good lowering.
That'd be a pretty good stretch.
So there's 7 feet.
Yeah, it'd be a stretch down in there, wouldn't it?
18 or 20 inches above that. Yeah, you're going to be up in the 9 foot area.
Yep, having to do some pooper upgrades, or repairs, I should say, or updates, whatever you want to call it. All right, what he's doing there is we're driving some rebar in to make sure the front tie, which you can see right there where the front tie goes crossways in there, so putting 2 pieces of rebar in there to tie those together better, so when we winch it up on the trailer we don't tear this thing apart. drill it as far as we can drill it. And then driving rebar in there.
Get in there. Glass off. Try to do that. That'll work. I can hit it from there. Gotta have my butt behind it.
I broke out a bigger hammer.
If I can hit it.
It was proven to be difficult to drive in. The bars are significantly longer than the drill bit was.
Ooh, I got some solid.
That one's gonna be getting cut off.
That's
I bet that one, that's up high enough that hit the my cross tie
Cross tie.
for the floor. Well, no, right there it shouldn't have.
yeah,
What did it hit solid?
definitely hit it solid.
Probably hit the other rebar.
That's definitely solid material there, ain't it? So. All right, now we're got it all tied together. Now we're in the lift mode. We'll get her jacked up a little bit, and then we'll throw some boards under it. And we got the tilt deck trailer, and we'll back the tilt deck up here, and we'll use one of the winches on the truck, and we'll just pull that baby right up on the trailer. Be easy. All right, I think we're all rigged up now. Coming off my truck, snatch blocking on the front of the trailer. Ready for me to pull it some?
Okay,
Whoa, something happened. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna stand back a little farther this time. Kind of scared the poop out of me. Ready?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're really pulling up on the side of the trailer over there a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. We're gonna figure something else out here. All right, we got it moving a little bit finally.
If the trailer will tilt like that, I just soon leave it hanging off as much as we can.
All right, let's
That's about a foot of hangover.
unhook everything and try that. All right, well, we got it up on the trailer. We didn't video all of it. We used probably some un-OSHA approved methods, but we finally got it up on there. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to winch it back off of there. So that's the next step. Problem is, we gotta be really careful maneuvering around out here because this is really soft and you probably only get a drive over it about 1 or 2 times. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see how much the ground actually moves as far as pumping up and down. So, which means it's really soft underneath. So that's still a concern. We only got about 1 shot to try to get it moved, and then we're gonna be stuck. All right, we're getting ready to do this in reverse now. So got a couple of jacks into the back of the trailer. This thing's way heavier than we thought, so we don't want to bend the trailer trying to drag it back here. So we got to make it hang off the back enough to get the back of it back. Just we're going to set on this here, so we're going to be hanging over the back of the trailer quite a ways. So we're getting ready to rig up some more winch line here.
Right there. Yep.
And see what that does.
All right. That's close to going down the hole.
I think we're rigged. Tyler almost lost his knife down the hole there. It wouldn't have been good. All right, so you can see a snatch block here coming off Perry's truck. We have another snatch block back there on a tree. Kind of guide us through the brush here and hooked on the front of my truck. So we're gonna try to slide it back, get it where we want it, and then we'll ease the trailer out from underneath it. So that's our plan anyway. All right, you see we're gaining on. We've got our kind of the tipping point here. A couple of blocks into the back here for safety because it's awful heavy on this end. We'd sure hate to have it do an endo and land on its end here. That would suck. It's
We're getting super close.
it's a lot heavier than we thought it was. It's a lot harder to do this than we thought it was. We thought we'd just pull it up on a trailer and move it over here and slide it off, but it's not working so easy. It's a little more difficult than we thought. I'm glad we got trucks with winches on them, or it would really be a challenge. But we're gaining. All right, I think we've just about got it into position. We need to go, the other direction there a couple inches, so we're gonna try to scoot it over with a couple of pry bars, but for the most part, it's actually setting level because, those ties that he put in the ground there, he leveled those, so it's actually really level front to back, side to side, all that. We just got to shift it just a hair more to line up with the with that poop chute. So yeah, can't really tell here. Can't really see down in there. I don't have enough light to see down in there, but anyway, we gotta be pretty close. So we might have to get another rock bar. We can pry it over just a little bit more, and I think it's gonna be about where it needs to be at. And it's all setting straight and not falling into the ground. Well, it's all set in place. You gotta put a little more gravel underneath that step in the front, bring it up a little bit, and then of course, add more gravel back there in front, which you can just pull from back on the other side of it there and bring it back this way. So sitting there level, it's ready to go again. It's operational. Gotta bury the wire back to it again for the 12-volt light that's in it. So it's we're gonna call that good. Gotta move some dirt around, fill the other hole back in and stuff like that, but it's cool.
And my pole put back.
Oh yeah. All right, so got a lot of the stuff back done. Jenny's got some flyers put up on it. Got a temporary step here in front of it. It'll actually have a second step here, and that one will be raised up higher, make smaller steps. But anyway, got a little more cleanup to do around it yet. Put the propane tank back on it. Other than that, I think we're gonna call that completed. Looks like Tyler got gravel all back around the edges of it, where it's all sealed up. And let's see here. So you got tools put away, but you got the vent back on it. The vent runs right up to back right there, and it goes in into the top of the tank. So
Inlet.
and there's another little vent down there for an inlet. So hopefully that'll eliminate any icicles that we had before. That when we put the vent on it before, that solved that problem anyway. But so it's back on again. So it looks good, and still looks good for a 4-year-old outhouse. We just didn't anticipate having to move it. So mistakes were made, and I'm sure we're going to make plenty more of them.
At least they're cured this time.
It's cured this time. I do believe it's a permanent solution this go around. So there you go. Outhouse 101.